Hello everyone! And today, we're back for another Loomian Legacy Showcase video. And in this video, we're going to be showcasing Festifir. But we're going to be showcasing a very unique Festifir set. A Festifir set I'm not sure if anyone used yet. So, I will be using Chill Festifir, and I will be using it with Ill Will. Which, by the way, it's not named by Warren, it's named Festifir. So I'm using Thunder Orb and Ill Will Festifir, which has been used before. But I'm going to try to use it under Bane of Haste and with Brawn Boost. Because it actually does miss on a lot of OHKOs before a Brawn Boost. But if I can get the Brawn Boost up while under Bane of Haste, recommendedly with 2 Bane of Haste turns left, I should be able to pretty much catch an OHKO on everything. Because Ice Earth with Plant Stab is really, really good. 200 in the melee attack. I wanted to max out its health, but I realized that there is a very specific threat I need to worry about. And the specific threat is Counter Stance Sumo Beetle. That thing hits me for super effective damage, and a very brawny Power Cuff Sumo Beetle with Counter Stance will always OHKO me. So I decided to add the extra bulk into the melee defense stat so I can at least live from a brawny, clever Sumo Beetle with Power Cuffs. I will always live Counter Stance. And if it's very brawny Power Cuffs, I have a pretty good chance of living, although I can get OHKO'd sometimes. 72 in the energy does put us at 280. That's basically there because I cannot get energy back when I'm paralyzed, and I have Chilled as my ability, so my Ill Will can do a lot of damage. Hopefully we don't see any fog teams today, because I cannot override the fog. So, that is something I do gotta be a little bit careful about. The team I have around it is I have 3 Bane of Haste setters, Infernix, Gargolem, and Thaumin. This is the same team I used for my Bane of Haste by Warren, so I think I could do pretty well here. I think I could even do good versus Luminami too, because very brawny after a Brawn Boost gives me a 50% chance to actually KOing a Luminami with Temper Thrash. And Luminami doesn't do much in return, so I have a pretty good matchup into Loomian with this Festifir. So, with that out of the way, let's head straight into the battles. Alright, we're into battle number 1 with Festifir, and I already know what this person has. He has a strong Gust team, so I already knew what he led with. We're going to lead with the same leads. I'm pretty much going to bring the same team I brought last time. Yeah, this is the same team I brought. So, it is a strong Gust team with Festifir. It's going to be very dangerous. So, alright. I think I should just place a layer of barbs. I'm not going to place Bane of Haste immediately. I think I'm just going to set up a layer of barbs. Yeah, I'll set up a layer of barbs, and then I'll set up Bane of Haste is the plan. I know I'm so reliant on getting Bane of Haste up for the Festifir strat to work, but I think a layer of barbs will make this battle a whole lot easier. It would make this battle so much easier, even with the Luminami coming in, which, speaking of it, there it is. There is the Luminami. I did bring Festifir, so I can block a Flash and Flay. But I feel like he might just go for Frost Beam, and I kind of don't want to take a hit. I kind of do not want to take a hit. I'm just going to set up Bane of Haste. I think I can live a hit. This is scary, though. Oh, God, yeah, I'm screwed. I screwed up, didn't I? I mean, I live. Okay, to be fair. Okay, I live pretty well. Jeez, okay. Gargolem, I see you. I see you. I got Bane of Haste up, which is good. I can now go into Festifir and get my orb up. That sucks, because that Gargolem is going to be very bad for me. Let's bring Festifir into the game. I can block Flash and Flea. Go for a Brawn Boost and a Temper Thrash, and then I have 2 turns to get 2 KOs. That's basically what I'm going to go for. The thing is, this Luminami count is 50-50. It's 50-50. It's a 50-50 calc, and Temper Thrash also recoils to Festifir. So it isn't necessarily ideal, but I'm willing to do this. So Brawn Boost up, baby! Brawn Boost up. Honestly, Luminami has to stay in. Luminami kind of has to stay in. Yeah, he kind of has to stay in and click Mega. Which Mega won't be that much because I actually have the melee defense to live this. So as you can see, even on the critical hit, it did not get the KO. The thing I'm scared about now is if I fail the 50-50. This is a 50% chance to KO. He just switched. Perfect. He just switched into Infernix, into Hazards. Not ideal. So he was able to predict the switch. Temper Thrash comes in. Does a lot of damage. Nicely done, Festifir. Nicely done. It is that set. So he did bring both for the Power Napper duo. The problem is, I want to Ill Will so bad. Yes. That's in case if he switches into an air type. He did! Please, go into an air type. Yes! Oh my god, it's so huge! Get that thing... Never mind, it's not dead. Gargolem is not dead, so it is Master. It is a Master boosted Gargolem. Thank God. Okay, so I won't be able to get my Brawn boost up, but I could switch back into Gargolem. And I can quick pounce the Gargolem now. That was huge. I needed that predict. Gnarly Gash, got that play right, but that didn't do that much damage. I can reset up Bane of Haste. Why not? Let's reset up the Bane of Haste. Luminami matchup does not look nice. There's the Jetstream. There's the Bane of Haste. I could save Gargolem for later, because I might be able to get another Bane of Haste up. Moriel, you're coming in. Moriel can come in here, and I can click the funny Zip Zap button. That is huge. Oh no, I cannot click Zip Zap. I have to click Shadow Lurk. He switched into Lumi. Lumi comes in. Lumi comes in. Nice. Lumi comes in. I could go for a... I'll just Shadow Lurk for damage. Yeah, get this thing down pretty low. Ain't gonna Oko. It's a restrictive shield Lumi. Good to know. So this is a restrictive shield Luminami. That is good knowledge. Good knowledge. So that means my Borak has a pretty good matchup versus him. The Infernix comes back into the hazards. I unfortunately don't think I have enough to KO you. So I'm forced to Zip Zap out of this. I can go into... Oh, I don't have anything to switch into this. Unless I go into Borak and just click funny Earth move. Oh, I'm gloves. I hate that I'm gloves, actually. I actually hate that I'm gloves. Burn Up gets rid of the hazards. Fair. So the Burn Up gets rid of the hazards. I just want a Mega Chomp, honestly. Oh, this is the one time I hate having that. I'm just gonna Mega Chomp. If he goes into Lumi, I get a lot of damage off. He sacks Lumi. That is huge. If I can get Bane of Haste up one more time, I'm looking pretty good for the rest of the team. And I don't think Gargolem can do enough to KO me. Yeah, Festifer's looking good for the rest of the battle if I can get Bane of Haste up for free. Snagoop comes in. That's going to be the big thing, is if I can get the Bane of Haste back up. And I have a free way to get it up, which is good. I have a free way of getting it up. So I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to risk my entire game on getting it up. Maroon will KO my Gargolem. But I'm willing to get my Showcase Loomian onto the field. Let's do it. So, Thaumin, you're coming on in. Honestly, I think I just click Psychoblast first. No, I Bane of Haste first. Because he's going to switch back into Infernix. Infernix is back in. I have Clutch Plushie, so I get to save Thaumin for later. I get to actually save Thaumin for later. Oh. Do I just sack Muriel? No, I have to go Borak. Borak is the safest play to go for. Then Mega Chomp for damage, and then I can just Ill Will 3 times. And I'm looking good. He's doing a good job at keeping Festifir off the field. Fire Breath does a lot. Mega Chomp's basically free, though. Yeah, Mega Chomp is basically free, though. I'm not Muck Bucking. Not on the Earth type. Not on the Air types. I have to keep Infernix away from me. Perfect. I kept Infernix away from me. Good job. Infernix is dead. That's really good for me. That's really good for me, actually. One more Bane of Haste and I'm looking good. Drago comes in. Can do a lot of damage to me. Yeah, I know what he has left. Gargolem. Just hit ya. Hit the Dragodine. We're looking good now. We're looking good the rest of the way. You could KO my other thing. Actually, I could just kind of let Muriel go down, actually. Yeah, let Muriel go down. I could set up Bane of Haste for free, sack the Thaumin, 3 Ill Wills, GG's. That's basically what it is. Because his Clutch Plushie was already used on the Gargolem. So I'm willing just to get a little damage on you. All I gotta do is just waste enough Bane of Haste turns to get it back up. X-Storm will not KO. Perfect. X-Storm's not enough to KO. And, oh yeah, that works out perfectly. I don't even have to sack Muriel. I do not have to sack Muriel at all. And I got a critical hit, which, it's going to make this a little tougher, but it's fine. It's not going to make it look as impressive, but I don't care. I'm willing to do this. Okay, yeah, this could be scary if I do my Bane of Haste turns wrong. But I'll be fine. I won't play this wrong, right? I just want to get Bane of Haste back up, honestly. If that thing is snag... The problem is if Snag Goop comes into the game... If Snag Goop's clutch plushie, I lost. Or dodge. So, yeah, dissipate. I have 3 turns. I think I played this perfectly. So I can pivot out. There's the Egg Storm. I underspeed everything. And I think Festifer can clean up. I think, unless you have dodge on one of your Loomians. I could have won this with just Thawman, but I want to do it with the Showcase Loomian. So, Showcase Loomian, 3 wills. I got everything chipped, everything low, everything looking good. No priority moves. Everything is chipped down perfectly. No Infernix or Luminami in sight to stop my will. The tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. We're celebrating Christmas early. So, yeah. We got this thing into the game. If this is clutch plushie, there's no way it's clutch plushie because it's competitive. And his Gargolem already had it. So, what if this thing had, like, dodge out of the blue? Dodge Snag Goop out of the blue would completely kill the match, but yeah. Yeah, Strong Guts team versus Festifer, not necessarily the best matchup for it. Boy, I wish my energy was at none, because if my energy was actually at none here, I'd actually be decent versus the Gargolem. But yeah, Gargolems don't usually run dodge, so that is a GG's. Let's head into battle number 2 with Ill Will Festifer, because it did pretty good. Battle number 2 with the Christmas tree, and Crackalola is kind of the one... This is actually a terrible team for the Crackalola. There's a couple reasons why. First of all, there is a Crackalola, which I can bring you for it, so that is something I could get trapped by Plasmoth. Plasmoth is horrible for teams like this, where they have to try and rely on repositioning for success. Thawman's not necessarily ideal either. Thawman's not ideal either, although I could set up Bane of Haste on the Thawman, but no, it doesn't really work. If I bring Holly Bunch, I could Flash and Flee for free every single time, actually. I want to bring Gargolem, but I'm going to get stalled. I could Driving Force it out. Do I survive without this? Yeah, I can survive without it. No quick pounce priority for the Gargolem is brutal, though. But this could also pivot off other stuff. So, no, I think Borok's better, and then I could just kind of break through it. I could lead Holly Bunch. Lead Holly Bunch. Yeah, I think lead Holly Bunch is the play. Lead Holly Bunch into a Flash and Flee, because nothing is immune to Flash and Flee. So I can kind of play that to my advantage. Let's do that. I'm going to be weaker to Thawman, but I think it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. I really got to get Thawman hit once. I mean, Alera Barbs can do it, actually. It's the one Loomian I didn't want him to lead with. That's kind of the one Loomian I didn't want him to lead with. Well, I'll just Flash and Flee turn 1. Oh boy, here comes the Barbs. Did he have an air type? He did not have an air type. So I can actually... That did so much! What the heck? How did that do so much? How did that do so much? Oh no, he does have a Gargolem attack, but Gargolem attack isn't as scary. I'll just Mudslide. You get rid of the hazards. Flash and Flee into... Thawman. Thawman. Oh no, I got rid of Thawman. If he goes Thawman, he lost his thing. Crackalola comes in to click Teardown. But I got rid of the hazards, which is good. I got rid of hazards once. I'm gonna set up Lyra Barbs to force him to click a Teardown. I want to force a Teardown on the Crack. He switched. No, none of the Thawman. Celestine. Okay, Celestine came back into the game. That's actually not bad at all. Celestine comes back in. I got a Lyra Barbs up. I can go for a Driving Force for free, pretty much. You could also Deja Vu me. Nope, he just went for Flash and Flee again. He's actually chipping down my Gargolem, which isn't ideal. But I can force out the Crack. Alright, that's some free damage onto the Crackalola. I needed that. Now it's almost in Earthquake range. Perfect. It's almost in Earthquake range. And there is the Gargolem. I need to at least hit this thing once. I need to at least... Bane of Haste! You know what? Bane of Haste. Let's set it up. Let's set up the Bane of Haste. Let's do it. The Bane of Haste is up. Back into Crack. Oh, it's not close. It's not good enough. It's not close enough. It's not close enough to get it down all the way. I could go Holly Punch, Flash, and Flay. So I can do that back into the other. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a Holly Punch, Flash, and Flay out. There's the Teardown. Teardown, again, not the end of the world. I just want the Force Crackle out. So I could potentially get the Brawn Boost. But I'm only going to have 2 turns. Problem is I only have 2 turns and he knew that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is he going for the Fire-type move? I have to go in for it. Darn it! I didn't want to do... I could not quite... I couldn't position that. Yeah, I could not switch into that. I could not. I could not make that risk. That sucks. So I wasted my turn. I wasted a turn for that. Dissipate again. He's gonna just stay in and click heal, but... I mean, it's the best play to make. Maybe he'll just switch. I mean, yeah, he could just switch, honestly. The problem is I don't know if that Gargolem is... I have no idea if the Gargolem is clutch or not. The good thing is he switched out into Celesting. There's a chance that Festifir can knock it out. Actually, no. There's no reason to go that. I can just go into Borak. And Borak can Mega Chomp for free. Borak is basically a free Mega Chomp here. Let's not force Festifir in the game. We can just go into you and Mega Chomp for free. I don't even have the Rogue Assault. I don't really have any other play I can make. This is the best play to make. Goes into your snack. I could have muckbucked. Well, your snack into the game isn't the worst. You're still Gargolem. Gargolem. That critical hit it, by the way. Gargolem can come back in the game. That's so scary. With Bane of Haste ending too. I gotta get Bane of Haste back up, and it's not gonna be easy to do it with Gargolem. Oh, that sucks. I gotta... It's basically just bait for that Gargolem. I'm scared. He just slapped down. You know what? That's not the worst, surprisingly. It sucks, but it's not the worst. I can actually get Bane of Haste back up. Your snack actually walls my crap. Oh, yeah, your snack actually walls, so... I need Bane of Haste. I need it first. I need it first so we can't go Gargolem for free. Darn, I need to do this first. If he goes crap... How do I play this? He's too defensive is the problem. Crackalola heals for free. Basically just gave Crackalola a free heal, basically. Basically just gave Crackalola a free heal. Not smart. That was not smart. I just hate that I'm stuck. I just feel so stuck with your snack. I don't want to make that 50-50 predict every time. I'm gonna muckbuck. Don't go Gargolem. If he goes Gargolem, you just Fire Breath. Well, bye-bye Crackalola. Crackalola's dead, so you know what? Life is good. Crackalola's dead. That's one of the demons dead, which is good. That's the Bane of Haste demon. I got it out of there. So if I can get rid of that Gargolem attack somehow, I can actually not be in a terrible position if I can get rid of Gargolem attack. Problem, he gets a free attack for free, and I need this alive. Okay, how do I play this then? I could go for the Holly Punch switch. I feel like Holly Punch switch is the best play. And then Festifir clicks Ill Will. That's what I think the play is. Holly Punch switch into Gnarly. Yeah, he found the one play that I couldn't have there. I mean, I didn't know what to do there. I was stuck. But, hey, Festifir comes into the game at least, and we know you're not Master, meaning that one hit is enough to KO the Gargolem. Temper Thrash is basically free, actually, because he's going to go back Gargolem. Or, no, your snack. Yeah, your snack comes back in. Yeah, your snack comes back in. I need Bane of Haste back up. I need a layer of Barbs and Bane of Haste if I want this to work. I mean, that does not terrible damage. That's not terrible damage. And now I got my thing up, which is good. The thing is I need to get a Brawn Boost with a layer of Barbs up on that ear snack. That's the only way I'm going to make something work out of this match. So I need a layer of Barbs up. With Crackalola dead, I need a layer of Barbs. Oh, he baffled first. So yeah, he baffled first, meaning he's going into Berserk Gargolem, pretty much. If he goes Celesting, I click Barbs. Oh, how? That's his last one? How am I supposed to switch into you? I have 0 switch-ins. Well, there's only one way I can win now. You know what? I'm barbing. I don't care. I live. He bulked up. Ladies and gentlemen, he actually bulked up. I got a layer of barbs. Oh, no. Actually, that's bad, actually, because he has vicious snap. Okay. Well, that did not work out. I could have just driving forced him out. But hey, at least... Oh, I got Bane of Haste up. I got Bane of Haste up. I got Bane of Haste up. Oh, I got Bane of Haste up. Okay. Let's slide you then. I got the Bane of Haste up. Problem is, Timber Thrash is not enough to OHKO. And that really didn't do anything at all. Vicious Snap does a ton. Gargoyle is basically going to have a free endgame. Dang it! I don't have any gas. I don't have gas. I do not have any gas. I can go Borak once. To, at the very least, get a Boast Boost. And at the very least, chip this thing in range. That's all I have left, really. That's all I have left. Yeah, I have to do this because the bulk up Garlash caught me out of nowhere. But that at least got it into Timber Thrash. Everything just feels so specificized. Why is this the one milkshake Garlash I'll ever battle? Come on, man. Why is this the one milkshake Garlash I'll ever battle? This is not going to OHKO. I know it doesn't. He switched anyway. I mean, yeah, he just goes your snack every single time is the problem. The good thing is, at least Barbs is dead. The turns are going to be played in a way where I don't stand a chance either way. Oh, critical hit. Did a lot of damage. Okay, Festifer, I see you. I see you. But I'm out of Bane of Haste turns. It just clicks Baffle, and it's over. I'm out of Bane of Haste turns. It does die next time it comes in, at least. Oh, it slapped down. It slapped down, actually. It's not completely over yet, actually. It's not completely over yet. Funnily enough, it's not completely over yet. I'm going to go for an Ill Will so I can save a Timber Thrash for later. He goes for Baffle. He just slapped down again. Okay. I couldn't really go... I have to let that... Darn, that sucks. I probably should have just went Infernix there. And now I have no gas left for the Gargoyle. I went Garlash first, actually. I'm out of gas anyway. Problem is, I'm just out of gas anyway. I'm out of gas anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm out of gas anyway. I mean, I can Timber Thrash in case it goes for bulk up out of the blue. Nah, vicious. If I left that... Oh, critted anyway. Nah, there's no way I was going to... Okay. There is one endgame where I could maybe win. There's one endgame where I could maybe win. There's one endgame left. I gotta go for Burn Up, Bane of Haste. I gotta do Burn Up first. There's actually funnily a shot. If it actually gets a low damage roll, there's a shot, surprisingly. If it gets a low damage roll, it's not over yet. If it gets a low damage roll. It did. It got a low damage roll, and it can't flail. Okay, I got Bane of Haste up. Hold on. Hold on, Infernix. I see you. I don't think flail's enough to get me either. Is 2 Fire Breaths enough to KO the Garlash? Hold on. Celestine lives is the problem. I need this to win in 4 turns. Okay. I don't have enough Fire Breaths. No, I'm 1 short. I'm 1 short. I'm 1 Fire Breath short. Yeah, I'm 1 Fire Breath too short. Oh, it's almost. It's close, but I'm 1 Fire Breath too short. Darn, I'm 1 Fire Breath short. I'm 1 short. Oh, and this thing just lives anyway, so yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, this thing just lives. I mean, I could just flail at the Gargoyle. Funnily enough, I could just flail at the Gargoyle. Yeah, he still bursted anyway. Yep, that is GG's. Not a bad battle. I was able to get rid of the Earth Snack with it. But yeah, the Gargoyle attack is so good in this meta, and it can destroy teams if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, there is the Soul Burst. There is the Stellar Chime Celesting! It's gonna live this, because this is a defensive Infernix. Oh, it just has Lightspeed Ray anyway, so it doesn't even matter anyway. Let's head into battle number 3. Alright, we're into battle number 3 with Ill Will Festifer, and I originally... Well, he has 2 pre-evolve Loomians, so... Should I count this? I might as well count it. I mean, to be fair, it actually does not look like the best battle for Festifer, so... It really doesn't, but, I mean, there is the Zeppelin, and there's also the Metro if I play it right, so I guess I'll still use it, but it definitely doesn't look like... I'm kind of upset because my third battle actually was really good, and I played very well against this Loomian Shent team with Gargolem attack, and I was able to outplay them, and I was able to let Festifer get the win, and OBS corrupted. So I'm a little upset, but it's kind of how it is. So I'm going to have to play around and get a new battle number 3. I originally did it with just 2 battles, but I just didn't think it was good enough, so I'm doing the third battle now. Do I leave Borak behind? I think leaving Borak behind is not a bad idea. Thing is, I don't have a Spirit type on the team, meaning that Gremlin is actually going to be kind of tough. So we're going to have to be kind of careful. Hopefully he doesn't immediately lead. He led with it. Okay, not a good start. He immediately led with the Gremlin, so... I mean, I could just Bane of Haste early. I don't like this. How do I play it? I mean, I do have a Muriel, so honestly, let's just go into it early. Let's just go into Muriel and rely on my restrictive item to soak the hit. Here comes you for the Preemptive Strike. That's perfectly fine, so I didn't waste my attack. That's good. I can go for a Zip Zap early and get a little bit of momentum. Goes for the Boom Bash. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You're a Boom Bash. Well, okay. Fine then. Well, I know what to do. I need a little more damage, I think. Yeah, he's Boom Bash and he's Grim, because, yeah, of course he is. Of course he's Boom Bash and Gremlin. He's definitely not TP trained. There is a 100% chance. Oh yeah, he is 100% not TP trained. And that sucks because he stole my item. You know what? I do not care. I do not care. You're dead anyway. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. The biggest threat left on his team is Mutagon, especially since it's probably a tank Mutagon. Okay, he didn't go into it now, at least. He went into that guy first. And he got only a melee attack. Okay, so I know how to play this. Yeah, I know he has a tank Mutagon. Yeah, this is totally not fair, but you know what? I do not care. I want to use the Loomian, so I have an idea. Dart Burst, nothing. 5 damage a hit. 5 damage, nothing. Even if it hits 10 times, nothing. Probably going to hit 10 times, though. Look at that, 10 times, because of course it did. We're gonna place Barbs first, and then we're gonna do Bane of Haste. Augment. You have Augment too, because you know what? Why the heck not? There's Barbs. I'm gonna set up another layer of Barbs. And then honestly after that, I'm gonna just try to get Festifer into the game. You missed. Well, that's a little unfortunate for you, because I'm just gonna set up Barbs, Barbs, and more Barbs. Layer of Barbs over there. Layer of Barbs over there. Layer of Barbs over there. Yep, doesn't want to miss his Dart Burst, so I guess it makes sense. 3 layers of Barbs. I'm going to Driving Force you out and see if I can get you into that Mutagon if I can. I mean, yeah, let's see if I can get you into Mutagon or something. I do got to actually be a little bit careful. Dart Burst. There's Milkshake, activating my item. Probably going to hit 10 times again because, you know, that's Protagons. Always do event against me. Only hit 6 times. Good. Driving Force out. A little bit of chip on the Protagon. I kind of hope it's the Zeppelin. If it's the Zeppelin, I can switch in for free. Perfect. Job all done. Melee attack does not matter on a Zeppelin. Meaning, I can go for Bane of Haste, then I can go into Festifer, and then I can set up a Brawl boost, and then I can win. I don't even care about Spite. Hey, it has Spite on Zeppelin. So that's something. He actually has Spite on the funny Zeppelin guy. So, Festifer comes in. I don't care. I do not care. Zeppelin is coming in. Honestly, do I just ill will? Typhoon's not going to do anything. Do I just ill will and just do the damage? You know what? Let's just do the damage. Ill will it up. Ill will it up. Goodbye. Goodbye, Zeppelin. I have 3 turns of pain here. I do wonder, can I actually OHKO a Metronet with ill will? I don't think I quite do, unfortunately. I don't think I OHKO Metro. I don't think I OHKO Metro. Okay, went into Mutagon first, so that's good. So his tank is gone. His tank is gone. So, I can go for Braum Boost. And I can go for Timber Thrash. Mega Punch will not OHKO me, because I have the melee defense bolt. Yep, melee defense keeps me alive. I'm kind of curious, can I actually OHKO a Mutagon from this range? With Tank gone, we'll see. I just want to test. I already got rid of the Zeppelin, so the job's already pretty well done. How much will this do? It OHKOs, because I critical hit it. Well, that's 2 KOs for the Ill Will Festifer. I know this is not the best battle, but I'm going to take it. It sucks because I had a really good third battle, and then the game just like, you know, that doesn't work. Well, I know how to play the last two, so that's good. I know how to play the last two. Just go back in Phoenix and set up Bane of Haste again, and then let's bring the other guy back in again. So yeah. But just let Festifer get almost every KO. And it's going to do nothing to my Infernix because it's defensive, and it only hit 3 times. Go for the Bane of Haste, then go for the Dissipate, and then go for the other stuff. And we're looking good. And that did no damage. And there's the Bane of Haste. And you're almost out of energy anyway. Will he have enough for another attack? Yeah, he barely does. I have to Earthquake. I unfortunately have to Earthquake. Yeah, a little unfortunate, but it's just kind of how it is. Actually, can a Illwell do... Actually, I kind of want to see, can Illwell actually take it out? It doesn't matter too much, I just want to see. It actually does KO the Pertagon with a not very effective hit. Wow. It actually does catch that OHKO. I don't think it will catch Metro, though. But yeah, there's the Metro. I don't know if it will actually catch you, though. But I'm going to try it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go the critical hit. I think it will get it down to here. Oh, it might now, because, yeah, he lost his bulk. No, it gains melee defense when it's Soul Burst, I think. I don't know. Or did it lose it? I do not remember. Yeah, they changed the stats recently with Soul Burst Metronet, so I don't know if it lost melee bulk or if it still has it. But yeah, let's see. How much will this actually do to the Metro? I'm at 11 HP, so I'm kind of curious. How much will this actually do? Wow! Well then, Festifer, you're very strong! It didn't have to be a good battle it didn't have to be a PvP team to show that Ill Will Chill Festifer hits pretty hard. As you can see, if you can get the setup, it can do a whole lot of damage. So, yeah, Ill Will Chill Festifer is most certainly a threat under Bane of Haste. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that last battle wasn't the best, but if the third battle wasn't corrupted, I would have had a way better third battle here. It's just kind of how it goes, but at least I was able to get some showcase footage. So, and it did pretty good in the first battle, so that's all that counts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!